locked into You Are Urban iPlay Radio, the world's first urban podcast network.
Lose £5 in 5 days with IASO Tea. IASO Tea sponsors the Two Urban Guys.
Yeah, they need some real brothers critiquing the movie.
Yeah, giving up the real tea.
Right, man. You dig?
Real brothers.
Yo.
What's really good?
Welcome to another episode of Two Urban Guys
At the Movies, episode 18.
We got it wrong last time.
Yeah, because we said 15, 16, but it was actually episode 17.
Yeah,
we
forgive
got it
us. Sorry.
Okay, I'm your boy Kwame.
Yeah, and I'm your boy Enigma, and we're going to be, reviewing movies with an urban twist. That's what we do. You kind of got what I'm saying. I mean, we got two interesting movies this week. New releases. One isn't even dropping for a little while. We'll explain that a little bit. And another one has dropped recently. Two comedies. This is rare. We don't usually do comedies. Like two in a row, to be fair. So two comedies. And the first one got quite an early preview of it because it's not dropping in the UK until the 15th of July. So
so we got it kind of early still.
Kind of early. And this film is going to be interesting to review. So let's just jump into it. Yeah. This film is called Keanu, and it's from
which in Hawaiian means cool breeze.
It's from the comedy duo that you might know, and that's
Key and Peele.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So hopefully you should know
from
about
Comedy
them.
Central.
Comedy Central. They do a lot of shorts. Sure, you must have checked out their stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, one of their best is the valets. I don't give a shit. That shit's hilarious.
And the substitute teacher one is good as well.
That's hilarious.
So they got jokes still. And this is a movie that a lot of people don't actually know about. It's been a bit like under the radar and all of that. But it's dropped in the US already. But do you want to just give them a synopsis of the movie, tell them what it's about?
Yeah, okay. Let me jump in. Okay. Right. Rel's life is changed forever when a cute kitten comes to his door and he names it Keanu. Unfortunately, 1 week later, Keanu is abducted by persons unknown. Now, Rel and his cousin Clarence are men on a mission to find Keanu against all odds. Unfortunately, those odds prove to be perilously high as they find Keanu in the care of the ruthless gangster Cheddar, and he will only part with him for a price. Now, for the cute kitten, these two middle-class bumblers find themselves neck-deep in a dangerous alien world of drugs and gang violence, with only their desperate audacity, creativity, and sheer dumb luck giving them a chance to survive.
So that's Keanu, and I mean, to describe the film, that's a good description. Right?
It is. But do you know what it is? Like this film, that's so random. Look what film is blatantly there next.
Wow, Neighbours 2. Wow, that is weird. That's
literally what
that's what we're also reviewing. With quite an early reveal there.
Yeah, I know.
We usually wait a bit longer, but yeah.
But this film should have been made in the 90s.
Yeah,
because it's so random.
It's a random,
so
film.
Weird.
It's a weird film.
It's like a black urban street comedy.
Yeah,
about a cat.
Yeah, basically.
They don't make films like that
They
these
don't.
days.
Do you
know what I mean?
It's a very 80s, 90s
vibe
concept
type movie.
Yeah, it's very high concept. I'm not gonna lie.
It could have only come from these two though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, let's just jump into it straight. What was your overall view of the movie?
I'm not gonna lie, like some scenes had me dying
in stitches, yeah.
But while I'm watching it, it's like I'm thinking this film is so fucking stupid.
Serious?
Yeah, I'm thinking this film is so fucking stupid. But I'm 100% gonna watch it again.
Okay, yeah.
That's the honest truth. It's stupid.
The premise itself is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
However, it is worth the watch. If you
it is 100% worth watching it.
I mean, basically to break down the film, just in case you have no idea about it, what happens is once their cat gets abducted, they kind of have to prove themselves
wait, you gotta start at the beginning.
Okay,
basically the cat belongs to a big drug dealer.
Yes.
And then the big drug dealer gets taken out by these two killer brothers who no one really knows about. They're mysterious.
The
Allentown brothers, yeah. So they come and they murk this drug dealer, and then while they're murking this drug dealer, they see this cat, and then they like the cat. Basically, everybody falls in love with this cat because it's super cute.
Yeah.
And basically, the cat gets away. And then the cat runs straight to Key.
Yeah.
Or Peele. Which one? Shit, I don't know which one it is.
Most people don't know this one, so it's fine. I don't mean that in a rude way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So he runs to one of the guys, and then basically he's just all down and out because his girlfriend left him. My girl left me. And then basically he sees the cat, brings the cat in, and it changes his life. He falls in love with the cat. But then the problem comes when, like they said a week later, the cat gets kidnapped.
Yeah. By Method Man's crew.
Method Man. Hilarious.
Method Man playing a character named Cheddar. And basically, the Key and Peele have to pretend to be these Allentown brothers who are notorious hardcore killers and quite bad man gangsters on the street. And these guys they're complete opposites. So it's really about them doing that whole gangster stereotype and trying to blend in with the crew, Cheddar's crew, to impress them.
Yeah, so this is one of the issues that I had with it.
Okay.
Is the fact that obviously because they were playing these two middle class black guys, but almost white.
Yeah,
They were, like, this film, if it wasn't written by them, Hollywood would have made these two guys white.
Yeah.
Because it was very much that kind of fish out of water juxtaposition type of movie where this is not really our life, but we can play this role. The only saving grace is the fact that they were black. There was a hell of a lot of niggas in this film. When I say niggas, I mean the word nigga. There was a lot of niggas.
There was a lot of that.
And I was like, even for a black film, this is a lot of niggas. Because it just felt very unnecessary. And it made me feel awkward for some reason.
Was it over the top? The use of the word?
I feel it was, because it made me think, like, this film, which has got this weird premise, when it comes out here, depending on how the trailer looks and they promo it, I reckon, is it going to be rated 18?
It's going to have to be rated R. No, it's rated. It was rated R in America, so I think it's going to be rated R here.
Okay.
Or 18, whatever the classifications is over here.
Do they even do classifications in England?
I don't know what they
swear
do.
I swear they don't care.
But yeah, it's...
Because I don't want that released this summer, which it is going to be. And then there's going to be a cat on the front cover. And every motherfucker knows that Key and Peele are from Comedy Central. And then go watch this film. A lot of white motherfuckers are going to go watch this film.
For real.
And it's not going to be what they think it is. It's not going to be Comedy Central funny.
No, it's
This is black funny.
Yeah.
This is black humor.
It's almost a hood movie.
Bro, it's almost a hood movie. It really is.
Well produced, the high production values,
concept hood movie.
Yeah, it is
that.
No,
you're right.
I didn't really think about that. Still,
and this is what I was thinking watching it, because all I was thinking was, this is not for like general consumption.
Yeah, it's quite hard.
We're supposed to watch this on bootleg, because it's not supposed to even go cinema.
It's like an old school 90s black.
That's what I'm saying. We should have bought this from Steve. Like, real talk. It's like, hey, just five. Hey, you know what I mean? I expected Steve to sell me this DVD.
No, it did have that kind of old school vibe. I mean, what I would say, it felt like a lot of the scenes, and I don't actually meaning this in a diss, but were like stand-up sketches, if you kind of get what I'm saying. It was almost like their thing, which is what they do is different scenarios, put some stuff in it, and it's funny. So it's rather than it's a joined movie, there's just scenes in there that they thought would be funny. And there's one that I had a real problem with. Which one? The Anna Faris scene.
Didn't like it.
Okay. I don't really think this is a spoiler, but there's basically... something happens, No, I'll just tell you straight. Anna Faris, she gets shot in the film, remember? And it's almost like that whole point, which revealed later on, is kind of a setup.
Yeah.
Think about the film again, bro. What was the point of that scene?
Yeah.
What was the point of trying to get him to believe that they were killed? That had no relevance to him and the Cheddar situation.
Okay. Just playing devil's advocate here, Maybe it wasn't so she was claiming that she knew he wasn't part of the Allentown Boys, right? Or did he?
No,
did she know? She didn't know.
It wasn't even Allentown related.
It wasn't, was it?
Think about it. Think about the context of the movie and when it's revealed. Basically, what happens is someone that he works with. We'll get into it a little bit later. I don't want to spoil it just there, but someone that in part of Cheddar's crew is actually an undercover cop.
Yeah, and
that undercover cop in a scene pretends to kill Anna Faris and two people with her who also turn out to be cops. That scene was pointless.
It was actually
pointless. Think about it. Why was she pretending to kill Anna Faris in front of the guy?
So technically,
that made no relevance.
Everybody in that room except for him, the main guy,
was in on it. Which was pointless. So that was it was the whole point, the whole setup. For me, like when you watch the movie, watch that again. That scene,
you're right.
Because you will realize it had no relevance. It was just a funny scene for Anna Faris to be spoofing herself as Anna Faris. It was just a comedy sketch.
You know what? That's true. Because to be honest, while watching it, I actually thought the scene was too long.
Yeah. It was too long.
I liked the cutaway to the car.
Yeah, the car
that was
part
funny.
Was joke. The George
that was
Michael's
funny.
references was joke.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
How did you feel about Eazy-E popping up in there from Straight Outta Compton? I didn't even realize it was him, bro. Until about the George Michael scene, I was why do I know you, bro?
Good actor.
Yeah, the guy that played Eazy in Straight Outta Compton, he's in this.
Yeah.
High C, which is the female that is kind of.
I forgot her name.
She's one of Method Man's crew, and she's she's the undercover cop. Like the kind of guy saying, I'm sorry. I said it. The spoiler alert should have come before it, but it's too bad. We're kind of far in.
Yeah.
So basically, like she played it quite well, to be honest with you. Still, she played that gangster role kind of well.
Did.
Still,
I like her as an actress as well. I think she's quite funny and she's attractive.
Yeah, she was kind of attractive, even in the hardcore Long Beach type of,
you know what I'm saying,
flavor type of thing.
Goon. Why is Method Man so tall?
Yeah, he's a tall
He's
nigga.
A tall dude, you know.
He is.
Like he towered over both of them guys.
He did.
Got another random question for you though. Who do you think's funny out of the two of them? Key and Peele.
Okay, can we distinguish who Key and Peele is?
Okay. Jordan Peele is the shorter, bigger one.
Okay.
And Keegan Michael Key is the taller
think,
one.
I think Key is, you know. Or do you think Peele?
I think the
taller
general
one.
consensus will be Key.
Yeah, I think Key is funny.
But I think they've got their moments.
Yeah, they both have
different
parts where they excel out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they do. Because I think off the cuff, you probably would think Key is.
Yeah.
But Jordan's had some.
He's got his jokes, bro. His face. He can pull off good facial expressions. He's kind of jokes still.
He is. I really like their style of humor.
Do you think Method's a good actor? Do you think he played his
I
well?
think he is a good actor. I don't think he did well in this film though.
Okay.
Only because like there were certain parts. Maybe it's not actually his fault. It's probably the editor and director.
Okay.
Sometimes I think the camera stayed on him for too long. When it almost felt like the scene, like you were saying. It was almost like this was a scene from a sketch. So it almost feels like we're gonna roll and we're gonna see what you guys can do. Just like make it funny, like Saturday Night Live, off the cuff humor,
improvisation type of thing.
And that's what it seemed like sometimes. It's almost like sometimes you need to write a scene,
I think
or
it
at
was
least more direction in it.
It needed a bit more direction, but it's funny though. It's funny. When it's funny, it's funny.
I'm not.
You
kind of
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The George Michael part, the whole talking about that.
Yeah, that shit.
He pretended that George Michael was a gangster type of thing.
And he was a black dude. Yeah, that shit was.
And
funny.
had no father figure. That was
when
joke.
he's telling a story, and he says, and then it was just wham. Like that killed me. I was like, you're a dickhead, because I knew it was coming. Something like that was coming. But it was the way he. And he said when he said he killed Tony Slattery or whatever his name was.
Ain't nobody's ever seen him again.
That was funny. But see, this is what I'm saying. They put that in because they know white people are going to watch this. They're going to find that funny. This is not a film for white folk.
Wow,
this isn't ride along.
No, I hear.
There's way too many niggas in this to be ride along.
Mainstream. It's not mainstream, bro. It's not mainstream. It's
going to be weird when it comes out.
I think, you know what I feel? I feel like this is a comedy that will be like a cult classic in the years to come.
Yeah, definitely.
Like in about 5-10 years, people will look back and be like, it's a half-baked.
Because it's a very niche.
No, it's niche. It's niche.
You know what I mean?
But I think people will look back on it and say, you know what? That was a kind of a classic movie.
It's got some classic.
It's got some classic scenes in it. It's got some classic scenes in it still. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Nia Long, bro. That's what I was gonna. Good to see her popping up. The scene at the end.
God, yeah.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Like,
jeez, how can she get better? Like, it's crazy.
I mean, do you think like, because this is basically their first feature-length film, do you feel like their comedy stylings, do you think it transfers to film? Do you think?
No. Yes. Yeah? Immensely,
Okay,
which is quite weird because I started to think that these two can be the next Wesley and Woody, the next
Richard Pryor and Gene
Wilder, like the next comedy duo that could churn out bare films. But because we're not in the era, era of that, I don't think they will get a chance to.
No.
I think they're going to be handed
I've
a couple.
actually heard Jordan Peele's next film. He's actually kind of going solo. I think it's a horror comedy or something like that. So he's actually going to be doing that, buying it on his own. And I feel like it's too early for them to be
Definitely
doing
too early for them to do
You don't need to play off the fact that you are Key and Peele.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
You could do, as I agree with you, they could do 4 to 5 movies under their belt, and then you branch off and do whatever you got to do, bro. And that ain't going to take too long. You can bang them out quite quickly. Because you guys, is it Jordan Peele that wrote this? I think one of them, he wrote it. So it's like, clearly you lot got the ideas. Just put it together another movie.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with it. They could hopefully they will do more movies together. They kind of get what I'm saying. It's not just
what is it? Back in the day, like New Line Cinema would have made bare movies with them.
Yeah, they would have done,
you know what I'm
6
saying?
picture deal
straight up.
We're gonna do this, that, and every year something dropping with them.
Straight.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I
saying.
mean? We got something with them in it. Don't worry. They're gonna, you know what I mean? They would have signed that deal, and it would have been movie after movie after movie. Either New Line Cinema or Dimension Films. One of them two would have done it. Now, the only company now that can really, or does really do that cares enough about black actors and black films, would be Lionsgate. Lionsgate could do something with them. And they could have a little bit more free reign than if they went with a bigger studio. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Lionsgate could distribute, but I don't know if they're going to do it.
I hope so.
But didn't we hear that Police Academy's coming?
Yeah, and they're
doing
going
a
to
reboot.
be Yep. That would be jokes. I think
At
they
first,
can
I was angry.
Yeah. But you know they could put it off, bro.
Yeah,
this showed me they've got a lot of potential in
Yeah.
films. They really do. I think they're comedy translated, and that's always hard for a comedian to whether you can bring it across.
Yeah.
Some people can, some people can't. A lot of the best comedians have come from TV.
Exactly.
Robin Williams,
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, all of them, the Wayans and all of that, they started on TV.
Yeah.
And to get that to translate, we don't really see that much nowadays, because people might stay in TV. It's because it's on the levels of movie now, so you don't need to transfer to movies, if you kind of go on saying. Amy Schumer, she's been doing her show now for a minute. She's only done one film really, and that's Trainwreck, and that was it. And she could have done better by now, but because the TV revenue and the TV viewership, you don't even need to, if you kind of go and say.
Obviously, there's more money in film because it's like a one-off check, and it's a big check.
Yeah.
But the TV check is a continuous check.
Exactly.
So it suits some people.
I hope they'll work together. Together.
Yeah, they shouldn't be. It's too early for them to split up, man. It's too early for them, man. It's too early. It's too early. You know what I mean? They shouldn't. They need to do. They need to do about 3 or 4 pictures together.
At least 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And this was a good start.
It really was.
No, you know what they need to do? You know what they need to be? They need to be Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. That's what they need to do.
There you go.
That's what they need to do. They need to get a director.
They need to get an Edgar Wright.
That knows how to work with them. And give them like the ice cream, the Cornetto trilogy, which is like
Hot Fuzz,
Shaun of the Dead, and the End of the World, Dying in the World. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Basically, they need someone that can direct them like that. Bang them movies out.
That is actually spot on.
And they will be sick. They will be sick.
That's exactly who they are.
That's what they are. That's what they are. That's what they are.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Because they have got the career that they should have if they go on and do that. Because think about it, those three films have got nothing to do with each other.
Exactly.
But they're looked upon as a trilogy.
Heavy. And it's hilarious.
It's
and all of them are heavy for what they
all
do.
in their own lane. Comfortably. I love all 3 of the films.
Straight.
Weird.
That's what they need to become.
Yeah.
And before we wrap up on this one, when you watch it again, it's a spoiler now. I'm at the end. I'm at the end of the review. Method Man. You remember when Method Man gets shot?
Yeah.
Watch again.
Yeah.
His hand. How he dies. He dies like the biggest bitch, fam. Like, watch it again. His hand is
what?
He's voguing up in that motherfucker. Like, seriously, he's doing the downwards vogue. Watch the hand again. It's proper moving around way too much around his hip area. Seriously. Think of your hand extended, moving up and down around your hip area when you're getting shot.
Smith.
And his face was hilarious. Seriously, watch it again and you see what I'm saying. And when you guys watch this movie, watch your when he gets shot. It's funny. It's a funny death. It's a funny death. So, I mean, how much picks would you give this one, bruv?
I liked it. I'll give it 7.5, 8. I'm still thinking what exactly I want to give it. Yeah, I think the weirdness is what makes me not give it more than that.
Yeah, okay. It's a weird ass premise.
It's a weird premise, bruv. So I think I can go 8 because it's rewatchable.
Yeah.
Because it's got some funny
I want to watch
scenes.
it again.
Yeah.
I do actually want to watch it again.
the stuff, their conversation, like when the scene when he starts playing NWA, fuck the police, and the police pull up and he acts like a pussy. That scene is hilarious.
That's Office Space.
Don't
That's
try
Office
it.
Space
That was
2016.
Office Space, definitely. It's like, don't try to act bad now when you just turned the music down and said hello to the police.
Yeah,
that's what
hello
man
and
said.
waved.
Hello and waved to the police.
That's joke. That's joke. That's
They
joke.
didn't, they didn't want none though, did they? Dickhead. That film is funny. It's funny. I like it. I'm definitely going to watch it again.
Yeah. So you're going to go 8?
8. I'll give it 8.
I'm going to go... Bruv, I'm not going to lie, we've been getting the scores similar, but I'm going to go 8, you know,
Yeah,
bruv. I'm not
it's
going
like
to
you
lie.
can't even-
I can't.
yeah.
I was going to go 7.5, then I thought, no,
You
it's
can't- there you
funny,
go.
it's worth watching again.
Definitely.
You don't go very far in the film without cracking up. You kind of get what I'm saying? It's
Seriously,
not
yeah.
like long periods where you're not
Yeah,
laughing.
it's true.
And that's the key to a good comedy, that it keeps coming at you with,
And I was
good shit.
interested, like I wanted to keep
You
watching
wanted
it.
to know
I'm
what happened
watching
to
it thinking
Keanu.
This film is weird, and I didn't want to know what happened to
Seriously,
Keanu.
wanted to know what happened.
I genuinely
how
wanted
it
to know.
ended. And even the action sequence at the end weren't too bad. You
It's
see,
true.
it
I was kinda
shot
crazy.
well. So
Yeah.
it's worth a watch. It's definitely, and I'll go 8 out of 10, bruv. I'll give it 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
So
bruv.
check
It's worth
out
watching.
Keanu. It's not dropping for a little while in cinemas, but you know what I'm saying. Just check it out, and we think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It's a good urban comedy, man.
Why can't I? I'm trying to see what they gave it.
Oh, like the IMDb rating. 6 out of 6.
Oh, 6.6 out of 10. That's actually not bad.
Not bad. It's worth watching. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's worth watching.
It's definitely worth watching. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I hated the white cameo of the white drug dealer cameo.
Oh, Will Fort. Yeah.
I didn't like it especially, and I hated the snake. I didn't like.
Yeah, that
I
was
hate, it was weird.
disgusting.
I hate snakes. But anyway, yeah, very funny film.
It's worth checking out.
You are now listening to Two Urban Guys at the Movies.
Are you struggling to lose weight or get rid of some of that stubborn belly fat? Well, stop struggling. Help is here. Total Life Changes brings you Iaso Tea. Iaso Tea is a gentle tasting tea derived from all natural plants and herbs, genuinely formulated to carefully cleanse your digestive system and detoxify your entire body whilst experiencing weight loss. Log on to www.totallifechanges.com and lose up to £5 in 5 days with Iaso Tea. Use IBO code 8104-071 for all purchases. That's 810-4071 for all purchases. Okay, so yeah, we're back.
Yo,
That was Keanu.
that was Keanu, man.
In Hawaii means cool breeze. So, yeah.
And now we're going to be reviewing our second comedy, which is dropped recently. And it's a sequel.
Literally like less than a month ago.
Yeah, less than a month ago. Yeah. So hopefully you had a chance to go cinema, check this one out. It's a sequel to a movie that dropped not too long ago. I think it was 2 to 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's Neighbours 2, Sorority Rising.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, this is the sequel to Neighbours, well, Bad Neighbours.
See, so I was going to ask you that. The film wasn't called Neighbours. It was called Bad Neighbours.
It was called Bad Neighbours over here, but I think in America it's called Neighbours. So we're just one of them ones there. You know what I'm saying? They like to change the title still. It's a sequel to the Neighbours film that was a hit like a couple years back, done real well.
Very, very
It kind of took everyone out by surprise. It was a simple premise, but they done a lot with it. And here is a sequel that, even though I have to admit it's not needed at all,
it really
it's funny.
It is funny, but you're right.
It really wasn't needed.
It wasn't needed.
It really wasn't needed. I mean,
but you know, Hollywood trying to turn everything into a franchise.
Everything's a franchise. Everything needs a sequel now,
Yeah.
regardless. I mean, can you give a little synopsis of what the movie's about?
Yeah, let's go in. Okay. Mac, Seth Rogen, and Kelly, Rose Byrne, are ready to make their final move into adulthood, but just as they thought they have reclaimed the neighborhood, they learn that their new neighbors are even more out of control than the last. To evict them, they would need help from their ex-neighbor, Zac Efron. Yeah.
Oh, that was a synopsis.
That's it? Mad short, innit? Why do you think there was more? There's no more,
I was
bro.
waiting for more, bruv. So basically, as in the first film, their neighbor was Zac Efron, and this one they have to team up with him to try and bring down the ladies in the sorority that moves next door, because they're trying to sell their house. It's in escrow, as they're going to say. So for 30 days, nothing bad is supposed to happen. You got a sorority that's moved in next to you. Obviously, some bad shit's going to happen. And I mean, That's the thing, bro. It's a sequel where, you know, when you're watching a sequel and you think to yourself, there's no scope for a third film, so that means the sequel was not needed in the first place. That's a good way to check a sequel, when you think, okay, there was nowhere else to go after this, so why did I even need this in the first place? It's a money grab, if you kind of get what I'm saying.
And that's what usually happens, you know, when the first film or the film is a surprise hit.
Exactly.
Then they always cut. Look at Ride Along.
Yeah,
Ride Along was one of the worst.
Didn't need a sequel. Didn't need one.
And didn't even intend to have one.
Exactly.
It was only made because of the success of the first one.
Exactly.
Oh, we need to write another one.
No, you don't.
You don't.
You could have just done it, and that's a good film, and you move forward.
Same as Matrix. We go all the way back to that.
Yeah,
I'm not even saying Matrix.
No, sorry. Matrix Revolutions here, bro. It came on the other day.
Hilarious.
That film is shit, fam.
But you know what? It's not shit.
No. It's not shit, fam. Like, the end part with the weird...
Oh, the fight. I do hate that, though. I do hate that.
Bruv.
And it's so weird that Morpheus turns from a G
to
a
biggest
blubbering pussy-o. Like, yeah, that's
like,
jarring.
seriously. Sometimes the third movie, obviously the third movie there weren't needed, but this sequel, and I'm saying that, but it was funny. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? Because it felt like the guys, everyone that was on the first one felt like, we just want to work again. So let's just do this again.
Yeah.
And it was joke.
It was very funny. I hated the shameful plugging and pushing of certain agendas. You know what I mean? Like the gay agenda and the interracial relationship agenda.
A bit much.
It's like, you don't need to tell us. We live in the real world.
Yeah,
like, you see it. But it's just too much unnecessary pushing and plugging. Like, it just wasn't necessary.
It wasn't necessary.
That's the angle in the film that I didn't like. I didn't appreciate.
It's Dave Franco.
Yeah.
James Franco's brother. He I can't remember if he came out as gay as the first one. He didn't. But in the second one, he's fully fledged gay, got a partner.
And about to get married.
Yeah, and whilst I understand where they were trying to go with some of the jokes, it was a bit too much.
It was too much and unnecessary. We didn't need it.
It was a bit too much.
We didn't need it.
You know what I'm saying? There's being a brother, being bros, and then there's going over the top.
Yeah, and then that gay line from the black kid, I forgot his name.
Oh, yeah.
When he was talking about he was bi-curious.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta
suck a dick to know you don't like sucking dick. I'm like, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Oh my God, whose rules are these? This is what happens when you go to college with white boys.
Man said,
play these weird games.
That's not actually lie. I really want to be saying still. I'm not gonna lie.
That's weird.
It had me cracking up in certain parts, bruv. I'm never gonna lie. It had me cracking up. I mean, you mentioned the scene when they were spelling sorority.
Nah, that might be my favourite scene in the film.
It's an hilarious scene.
That scene.
It's an hilarious
when
scene.
They basically, Zac Efron just turns up in their house. And
why can he sneak into houses?
Sneaks into houses and just starts talking.
That's a joke. That
is funny.
Because he sneaks into bare houses and you don't know how he got in.
And he's just there. Man's just there. Like the first time they see him in the old house and he's just sitting there. Is he a freaking ninja? This kid is joke. And he just turns up and then he just starts talking and saying, yeah, I'm going to help you get rid of them girls. They're crazy. And and then they basically, for some reason, they all start trying to spell sorority and none of them can spell it right. And it's that scene, just watch that scene because that scene's hilarious. But then the other funny scene, obviously gay overtones as well, but it's still hilarious, is when he says he forgot the baby oil and then they have to grease him down.
Oh, yeah.
And then everyone's joining in when they're greasing him with the meat, the oil from the meat. That's hilarious.
His wife is beasted as well.
She is beasted.
You know what scene got me? Yeah, I'm not going to lie. And this is because I was a bit twisted at the time. When the sorority girls first got together and the girl done the weed cough. And she was coughing off the weed.
Oh, yeah. That was joke.
Bruv, that killed me. Because the cough did not stop, bruv.
And
like,
it was proper continuous.
It was continuous. Like, and then she started moving to the cough. Absolutely hilarious.
That was funny.
Like,
I actually forgot about that.
You know when you're crying real tears when you're watching a film, and you keep taking it back, and you know you're making it worse for yourself, but you're just saying, you know what? Let me just keep taking it back because it's still funny. I can't help it. I cried real blood clot tears while watching that scene. Like, honestly, like if there's a scene when this girl first tries weed, she has a weed cough. Biggie previously had the best weed cough. That's the best weed cough.
At the beginning of Machine Gun Funk, innit?
Yeah.
She beat him.
That was the best weed cough before. This one, was hilarious.
It's almost like they cut and pasted the cough in just because it's exactly the same, but it's in sequence. It's brilliant.
Absolutely hilarious.
I'm trying to remember another scene. I just can't for the life of me. It's another scene after the sorority scene that had me crying as well. I can't think of what it was. But
it had a lot of scenes.
It did.
Crazy Clown. How did you feel about Crazy? No. Did you see the sorority scene? This is when the guy came in and was like, "Are you guys smoking weed?" They were like, "No." Then they're like, "Yeah."
Oh, yeah. And he switches.
That part killed me.
And then he switched back again. Nah, I thought he was going to be in it more.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought he was like a character.
They should have
used him. They should have used him. Yeah, he was funny.
Random. What about the scene at his workplace when they're trying to track down Seth Rogen?
I think that might be the scene. That's the scene. That's the scene. I think that made me cry.
The boss joins in
because he starts one. Just tell him, man. Like, why did everybody switch on him? They didn't even wait to know. They didn't care to know whether he knew or not. It was just tell her, man.
Just tell her.
That was funny. That was funny.
Was joke.
I hated the CGI in that. Why did they have to make him go all the way to Australia?
Oh yeah, that was bad.
That was
the green
terrible.
Screen. Yeah. That
so
was
like,
real bad.
you could have just sent him to the other side of America.
Yeah.
And you could have done that
fine.
for free.
That would have been jokes. You could have done that. Yeah, you could have easily done that.
There. Because they obviously in LA, right?
Just
go to New York.
Quickly, yeah, and like. It was the worst Sydney Harbour. Home and Away looked better.
Oh, God, I was like, are you kidding?
Like, seriously. Like, it really
when I saw
looked
that,
bad. Really looked bad.
I was thinking, you've just literally lowered the level of the standard
of
this film.
You have. Because it was the worst quality green screen.
And you didn't need to do it.
No, you didn't. You actually didn't need to. You could have put him in Minnesota where she grew up. Or somewhere like that. Dressed up somewhere in Canada that made it look like that's where she come from, blah, blah, blah. But because you were trying to play off the joke that she's Australian.
So she would, and then he was outside the Sydney Harbour.
Yeah, Sydney Harbour and all of that.
Yeah, the Opera House. And you didn't need to do that. They didn't need to do that.
Do you think she's funny, Rosie Byrne? I thought
she's freaking hilarious.
In this.
She's actually hilarious.
When she switched on people in this, she was jokes. She was jokes. She was jokes. I'm not gonna.
What was the switch? She did a switch. That was it. You see the switch when they're at the dinner table and they're talking about that they got bed bugs and shit.
Yeah.
And then both of them switch. What the fuck are you here for? Like, and they just start switch. And no. The part that made me cry. That's it. It was the part with the
school.
Dean. Yes. With what's her name? Phoebe
Lisa
from
Kudrow.
Friends.
You know what? Fuck you.
And they say, so that's how you talk in front of your kid? That's how you talk in front of your kid? She's not listening to him and say, look, fuck. What's wrong?
Okay,
do you know how,
that scene was joke.
She needs to do more work.
Who?
What's
Rosie.
No, Phoebe.
Lisa Kudrow. Yeah.
She's funny.
It feels like she really picks and chooses what she wants to do, bro.
But she's not doing anything.
Okay, she's choosing not to pick a lot of stuff.
Can we draw for her file? Because I genuinely
let's draw
don't
for the
know
file.
any
Let's draw
film.
for the file. Let's draw for Lisa Kudrow's file. I'm not sure
Kudrow.
if she deserves it, to be fair. Because what's
really.
going to happen after Friends? It's been Neighbours 2. That's what this.
And she hasn't headlined any. She's only headlined
No.
film.
She done that Zack and Mimi. You know that one I'm talking about,
No,
innit?
you're
Zack
talking
and
about
Mimi.
Romy and Thingy Go College.
Yeah, that one.
That's the only film she's headlined.
That's
Bro.
what I'm saying.
But that was right after Friends, so that's not even like she should have done more than that.
Okay, so going from 96, where are we gonna?
Oh, from 96.
What has she done? What has she done?
Is a filmography?
What?
Okay.
Did she deserve this? I'm not even gonna lie.
No, she doesn't. But it's because I want to know, bruv. Like I actually want to know. And
Phoebe from Friends. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah. So Lisa Kudrow, Phoebe from Friends.
Even if you're black, you watch Friends, man. Don't they?
Everybody watches Friends. See, look, Mother. No one don't even know what that film is.
No one knows what that was.
That's 96.
No.
Okay. So Romeo and Michelle. High School
that's
Reunion.
the one.
That's the one,
about.
and that's her with her and what's her name? I forgot now.
Mia Savino. Is it Mia Savino?
No, it's not. Yeah, Mia Savino. Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, shame. Yeah, but that's 97.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Clock Watchers. Sorry, what?
What?
Hacks. Sorry, what?
No.
The opposite of sex. That was the other one that she kind of was a headline, kind of the headline.
Okay.
No one really cared about it. The Simpsons.
No, I want movies, dog.
Yeah, Analyze This.
Wow. No, she was good.
She was actually good in that. I'll give her that.
Billy Crystal's wife in that, right?
Yeah. That was kind of funny still.
Yeah.
Hanging Up. I actually don't know.
No.
Lucky Numbers. Never heard of that.
She was in Dr. Dolittle too? Oh, it's a voice. Okay.
Soon.
Yeah.
Analyze That. Yeah, which is a sequel to Analyze This.
Well, she does the sequels to comedies that she's already been in.
Yeah.
Obviously, she had the Friends one, which is about that. Yeah, that started in '94, so you can't really talk about
skip
that.
all of that.
Damn.
P.S. I Love You.
And see, this is the thing, man. Lisa ain't really done a thing.
She hasn't done anything, bro.
Lisa ain't done a thing. And it's a shame. It's a shame.
She was in Easy A, which is a funny film, but she's not the lead in that.
Yeah. She's another teacher in that as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, she can play that role well, I guess. That's what she does.
She needs to do something else, man.
Yeah,
because literally next is Neighbours, fam.
Yeah.
She had a running scandal, but we're not talking about film. TV, we're talking about films here.
No.
So look at it. It's pure TV, bro. It's pure TV.
She's done. You know what? As we said, TV is a powerful medium now. Some people are
maybe
staying in
she's
TV
trying to stick to TV
and making their pee off that. To be fair, so maybe that's what she's decided to do. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, what did you feel about the crazy clown scene? You know, his brethren.
He's crazy.
Seth Rogen's brethren in this is kind of joke. He's having a kid as well.
He's actually a very funny guy.
He's a funny dude.
You ever watch Mindy show? You know the
Mindy Project.
Yeah.
Is that is that where he's from?
That's where he's from.
Oh, okay.
He's ridiculous. He's the reason why that's funny. I mean, Mindy's funny herself.
Yeah,
she is funny.
Yeah.
But it's the two of them.
Serious.
He's like some nurse called Morgan who just come out of prison and they gave him a job.
Okay.
And he's overprotective of Mindy and he just does crazy shit every episode. But he's very similar to this character. Very similar to, if not identical to this character.
Okay.
Very funny.
We're going to look out for him still.
He's a good actor.
Look out for him in the future.
The only other film I saw him in before this was, do you remember that whack-ass disaster movie?
Which one?
No, it's called Disaster Movie.
Oh, one of them.
The spoof
movies.
One, yeah.
Oh,
he's the one that plays all the characters. He plays Superman. Batman.
Okay.
Remember he has the mask
Yeah. Oh, that's him.
Yeah, that's him. I think he wrote it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Let me just quickly check him out. See what he did. I know he's done some writing.
What do you think?
What? He's in Suicide Squad? I did not know that.
Oh wow, no that. Did you think? What do you think of Zac Efron though, bro? Because he's kind of jokes.
Zac Efron is actually a G.
He's kind of jokes.
He's actually a G.
He's done well for himself, considering where he came from. Like, to be honest, he was part of the whole Disney thing, innit? Like, he kind of came from there, innit?
Yeah, he literally was High School Musical, innit? He was a star in it. And it's funny because everybody obviously thought he was just going to be that teen heartthrob kid, and then that's it. You never see him again, like Taylor Lautner.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, straight. Like, but he's gone on and done some good shit.
Because he's actually a good actor.
He's a good actor.
He's funny and he's a good actor.
Exactly.
He can pull it all off.
I feel like he could have done... He's done well to stay relevant, and I also feel he could have done more, but these type of roles are perfect for him.
To be honest,
role is perfect for him.
He actually has done more. It's just that he is that sort of actor that needs that standout film that makes him a superstar. Because he's already a superstar,
he ain't had that,
but he hasn't had a film. Because technically, you can say this, but technically he's still a co-star.
No, it's not his film.
It's not.
It's not his film.
Yeah,
really.
And he did a couple of them serious romantic dramas.
Yeah.
But they didn't blow him to the next level.
No, they didn't.
Basically, it seems like his career is waiting to get to where Channing Tatum's is. He needs a Channing Tatum movie.
He needs a
because he needs that kind of guy.
Needs that still. Yeah. And do you feel he should stay with comedy? Do you think he should go action? What do you think?
He's done the rom-com already when he did the film with Michael B. Jordan, which did all right, but maybe he needs to go superhero, like Marvel action type movie. Maybe not action. That's why I'm saying superhero, because it's not just action. It gives you the play on comic.
If he could get up in there, like there was rumored for maybe the Green Lantern Corp, the new movie with the Green Lantern. That's coming out for a little.
He definitely could do it.
He's got that type of swagger, swashbuckling, that type of look. Yeah. So he could actually pull it off.
And he's funny. He maybe they need to. Maybe is he too young to do like a cop detective action film yet?
No, he could pull off, man. He could be
a young one.
You get me? A little 48 Hours thing. Eddie was young in comparison to Nick old ass Nolte. So
that's what I think he needs. He either needs a good duo to be a good duo with somebody, or if he's going to take the lead, he needs to partner up with somebody and then do a couple of films where just like this. He's almost like him and Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
he needs another one.
He needs another one of these.
A few more of these.
He needs another because. Bradley Cooper became Bradley Cooper after The Hangover. When The Hangover, because Bradley Cooper had been working for a minute and people did not pay attention to him.
That's so true.
But when that film dropped,
he became
the star. And now he the guy that's headlining movie.
Yeah, headlining films.
And even Seth Rogen, you kind of get me. He done Knocked Up. That was his shot. And he went on and done his. And Seth Rogen had a sick career, bruv. In a short amount of time, that nigga's made pure movies, bruv.
And he's producing and writing.
Pure stuff. TV honest, stuff, writing.
He got the Jewish leg up.
Yeah, he did.
Because, I mean, he technically wrote and produced and starred in his first film, which is super bad.
But that's skills, though, bruv. That's skills.
But he's an amazing writer. And he worked with Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
And Judd Apatow, obviously, is the producer who would put you on in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think Seth Rogen has done excellent for himself.
I think he's good.
Yeah.
I think he's very good.
There's not many movies I don't find of him funny, to be fair.
I personally like all of them. Like, I even like the Hornet. Like, everyone hates it.
Yeah. It's not a bad film.
And I like it because of him. The duo between him and the Chinese guy is hilarious.
He's a funny dude.
Yeah, I mean, for a comic action, well, it's not even really a comic, it's just remaking a TV show. But I know people kind of was, because it got dissed when it came out, innit? Because obviously everyone's comparing it to comic book action
superhero movies. Yeah.
But this technically isn't that. This is a remake of a TV show.
Different, man. It was
and I think it was actually very funny.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was a funny film. Maybe it should have been a TV show, like, again, because it was good enough to be that. But the film itself is very good.
One, I like the is it Hannibal Burgess? What's the name?
Well, that cameo. That was hilarious.
This is your trading day. This is your trading day. That
funny.
was joke. And it was a funny throwback because he was a cop in the first one.
Yeah, he was a good cameo.
That was joke.
And then when they go and arrest the black guys.
Yeah,
I like the reversal on the humor. The humor on that was brilliant.
Yeah,
that was really good. Basically, obviously, what they did was... obviously, you know, whenever black guys are getting arrested or accosted by police, they're overly violent and overly
the body cam.
attacking.
They've got the body cam filming it, and
So, but this time round, they was harassing all the white guys, and when it came to the black guys, you actually had the drugs on the table when they burst in, bare weed
and guns. Yeah,
it was just we gotta go down the station, guys.
It ain't really nothing, dog.
We just gotta go. Don't worry. If you want to stop off and get some drinks on the way, we can do that. Taco Bell, we can do that. Scene was funny, and it was mad quick. When you think about it, that scene is literally less than like a minute long.
But not even that, bro. Yeah, it was
mad quick.
Short. It was short, but that was a good throwback to the first film.
That's very funny.
You know what I liked as well? It's just a small film, a small thing. You see when the sorority girls first got to the sorority house and they were like, oh, this is disgusting. We don't like how the frat boys are. And then that guy goes to chirps both of them.
Yes.
And when he gets blown out, excuse. From now on, if you get blown out in the chirps, that's how you leave the chirps. Just shout in her ear, excuse, and walk off. That's how you end the chirps from now on. If it didn't go well, if you tried to draw her and it didn't work, just say excuse and walk off.
I love it.
She can't say. What could she honestly say to that?
What can you say?
You can't say nothing.
If you say anything after that means like you're calling me back.
Yeah, no. It's done now. You blew me out. You blew me out.
Classic.
So that's the new one. That needs to move forward.
Who are you talking to? I'm not that picky.
I didn't want to discriminate.
I didn't want to discriminate. That's what I was saying.
That's true.
Kirstie Clemens
from Dope.
From Dope.
Bruv, she smashed it,
man,
bro.
she's so beautiful, though.
She looked really good, man. She looked really good.
So cute.
She looked really good.
She done well. She's gonna go far, though.
Yeah, man. She can pull off the comedy, bruv. She can pull off the comedy.
Her and Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yeah.
Who grew up to be very attractive. I know she's still young,
yes.
Can't help it. She's sexy.
Yes.
Always knew it.
She always was. She always had that flavour coming through.
Yeah, it's coming through. She's still on her way as well because she's still young.
And the other girl was funny, bruv. Like
the big girl.
The big girl. She was funny.
I liked her a lot.
She had some jokes.
I liked her a lot.
She had some jokes.
She said something. One time they're all talking and she said something to Chloe and it's like, and she does this, you know, she like, as if she just dropped it. That shit cracks me up. Please watch it again because it's such a subtle piece of humor. It's so small.
It's when they're doing the round table type of thing. I remember it. I do remember it. Yeah.
No, be real. Just say what you mean. Just be honest with yourself or something like that. And it's just like, oh, boom. Like I said something so amazing. Yeah, they were good. They were good,
man. It was overall good film.
It was
good film. Good. I mean, so what? How many picks would you be giving this one, bruv?
The first one, I'm not gonna lie, because I literally watched both of them back to back. So I was like,
smashed it.
But I watched the first one ages ago, and the first one made me cry. Yeah, like cry with laughter. Seriously, like I really liked it, and I would have given the first one 8 out of 10.
Okay.
So this one, which is just a little bit less, I'll give it 7.5.
Okay.
7.5.
I can hear that. I'm gonna be realistic, bruv. And I don't know if it was because I was twisted at the time, but I'm gonna go 8 out of 10 on this one. I'm gonna go because you know what? I like the first one, but this one, when it got me. The Crazy Clown
better than the first one?
I think it's on the same level. I think it's on the same levels, bruv. I just think it's on the same level because it didn't go long without something making me laugh, bruv. It just didn't.
You're right.
Like even their estate agent, you know what I'm saying? When she was like,
yes,
I said to you 3 times
that's
what this shit
funny.
was. And you were like, yeah, we know what's going on. But you didn't realize what was going on. Like, that was joke.
That was funny.
You see when they were having beef with the other
estate agent across the table.
And the guy was like, yeah, we fucked one time. She was like, what's that going to do? What's that going to do with me?
Humor.
It was quick-witted, well-written film.
And they didn't dwell on it. Like, they would move on to the next funny scene.
It was quick.
Yeah, it was good.
Everything didn't hit, obviously. When you're spitting jokes like that, like, it's hard to get everything to hit, but... For me, the vast majority it did. So I'm going to go out of 10. I'm going to go 8 out of 10 with that one, man.
I can
so
respect
it was
that
enjoyable. So I would definitely recommend watching that.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely recommend watching that. It's a good movie, bruv.
Okay, so that was Neighbours 2.
You are now listening to Two Urban Guys at the Movies.
Looking for the perfect place to hang out and record your music? You just found it. White Hut Studios is a professional recording complex based in Croydon, South London, that's perfect for creatives who are looking for a perfect place to produce their future hits. White Hut Studios can help you craft your project to meet and even exceed your expectations. You can work with our professional sound engineers, producers, and songwriters to execute your ideas and achieve industry broadcast standards. For contact details and more info on this amazing recording complex, log on to www.whitehutstudios.com. Okay, we're back. So that was Keanu and Neighbours 2, Sorority Rising. And obviously, you know what we're about to jump into. This is the home straight. And you know what happens in the home straight.
Yeah.
It's always time for the one, the only Urban Classic Review.
When we review an urban classic, when the golden age of urban movies, which was the 90s, a little bit of 2000, a little bit.
Yeah,
we peaked into 2001, not too far.
Yeah, not
we like
too,
to keep it real 90s.
Yeah.
This one dropped, when was it? Is it 97?
This is 96, I think. 95.
Damn. So this film is 21 years old. Let's just put that out there. So it's come out a long time ago. It's by a director who has caught a lot of heat on this podcast.
Just say you just don't like it. You don't like him.
I don't like him.
You've
he's
delivered all that heat
on this podcast, and it might come his way again. And this film,
I'm a fan.
This film is a different type of film. We've gone from two comedies to a very racially charged,
serious
high school.
We really
thriller.
should have covered a comedy to kind of wrap it up. We went a complete other way.
We've gone real black power. But basically, the film we're talking about is Higher Learning. John Singleton's, was this his next film after Boys in the Hood? Yep. So it was
a powerful fucking movie, right?
It's a different type of movie, bro. Very powerful. Powerful. I mean, if people don't know can you just tell a little synopsis of what the movie's about?
Synopsis of this movie. Youngsters from different countries, races, and social backgrounds are forced to integrate when they all enroll in Columbus University. They all have their own problems such as finance, harassment, personal safety, and self-doubt. Additionally, campus life seems to be causing a problem for everyone. Racism, students already under pressure to perform in the classroom on the track or in front of their friends are strained to breaking point by prejudice, inexperience, and misunderstanding. Yeah, this film is fully about it. And it's so crazy that this is, like you said, 21 years ago. This film is so relevant today. Exactly. How many stories have we heard about racial tension on college grounds in America recently in the past few months?
No, I'm not gonna lie.
In the past year, it's happened a lot. Remember when there was someone a gunman on the campus at one point? Isn't that Remy?
For real.
Do you feel me, bruv? This shit's real.
When I was watching it back, I did think that. It's still like, it's weird, the parallels
proper
of what the racial charge education system in US, how it's still the same, and
Still
just
the same.
and still certain race relations are still the same. Like they kind of go.
That's why it makes me laugh when people are so ignorant to say, but they're in the race anymore. It's not as bad as it used to be. No, it's just covered up more, but it's exactly as bad as it used to be. In fact, it's worse. Exactly. Yeah, go watch Higher Learning, which was, like you said, 21 years ago. And then go look at any college today. It's the exact same thing. That storyline almost... Probably when that film came out, people probably even thought, okay, this film was a bit far-fetched. No, it's not.
Watch it again.
It's almost identical now.
You're right. And even like the racism that Ice Cube and Busta experienced from the security guards and all that.
It's not over the top.
It's not over the top.
It seemed it when you watched it.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Watch it again.
Bruv, it's weird how relevant this film has become now. In today, 2016, this film was made in 1995, and it matches up to what's going on because all of that racial tension. I remember watching the film. I remember when I first watched it, and it was like, oh, this feels a bit much, man. Like, raw, that guy in, like seriously, Remy's crazy, and you know what I mean. Like these lot of guys in with the black power shit, like raw. But even the dialogue, and this is me, I'm a dialogue guy, so that's what I liked about this film the most. Is the stuff that they say. You have to listen to what Larry Fishburne says. The professor. Then most importantly,
he drops some jewels.
But Ice Cube drops the best. Jewels in this film.
No, definitely,
the most important ones.
Yeah.
Because I find it so interesting that you got levels of levels of the birthing black man, the growing up black man, because you have the kind of ignorant, don't know too much because you're a freshman black man, young black man in Malik, which is Omar Epps. But then you have the black man who's been in college for a number of years, still there and still learning, as in the Ice Cube character.
Even though he was too old to be there, but but
remember he had stayed because that was a part of the storyline.
Yeah.
Like, bruv, why are you still here? You should have graduated years ago. But he likes it or whatever. And then you have the even more astute black guy that knows the stuff, that is aware of the system and how it runs in Larry Fishburne's character. And that is a very important like growth of the black man to you, for you to see of what you've experienced as a young kid. Because if you can see the swaying judgments of Omar Epps' character Malik from the beginning, he's always been aware of racism. Like the opening scene, which is perfect. The opening scene of this film, the way Singleton directed this, I liked it.
Was that the one in the elevator?
In the lift, and the fact that he's showing everybody coming to college and in their rooms and the posters, the music, showing everybody's background.
Different backgrounds.
With no talking. It's just pure scenery. Like you're just watching this. And it paints such a picture straight away.
It does.
It was really good. And that scene in the elevator, literally, if you're a black man and you have not experienced that,
explain what happens.
In life,
you just in case
are not black.
Explain what happens.
Like, it's the standard scene of there's a white woman in the lift, and the lift's about to close. You stop the lift and open it, and you walk into the lift and go stand on the other side. She's watching you, slyly, obviously, not realizing that you can see that she's watching you, but she's dumb enough to think you're not. And then what does she do? She clutches her bag. Because she thinks you're going to rob her.
You've been through it. Everyone's been through it.
Every black man has been through it
before.
And if you haven't,
you're lying to yourself.
Or you're not aware.
Or
you just live in Africa amongst black people. So then it doesn't matter.
You're not aware. You're not aware.
You're just not aware. And if you're not, you're dumb.
And it's a film, bruv, that showed the racial divide. You kind of go on saying that, like, I guess a lot of Americans were feeling at the time and are still feeling now. That's what I'm saying. This is why, despite how I feel about John Singleton, this is one of his more classic movies. You kind of go on saying, because he painted a good picture. He did. He does. It's not as over the top corny as Boys in the Hood can be in certain parts. I'm not dissing Boys in the Hood. I'm just saying it's not as I don't know. For me, it was a very realistic approach of the system. If you kind of go on saying,
you don't think Boys in the Hood was?
There's certain... See, I might get this for this, but I'm not the biggest Boys in the Hood fan. I think I have said this before. I'm not.
Really?
Yeah. I can't watch it that much. I prefer to watch Menace. I'm just...
Really? Okay,
that's just honest,
you know what? You're one of them
honest
guys.
opinion.
You're one of them guys.
You know what I'm saying? It's either either or, usually.
Yeah.
And if I'm had to either or, I would rather watch Menace every time over Boys in the Hood. And I know they're totally different, and Menace is kind of the harder edge to what Boys in the Hood was.
A little bit.
But Boys in the Hood is a bit message. You know what I'm saying? It's
I understand,
bit too
but I
message.
think that's important. I think that's what his whole idea was.
Well, that's
was
John
for the
Singleton.
message.
That is John Singleton. He is Mr. Message.
Yeah,
when he comes
he
across.
come out of the school of Spike Lee, innit? He was, trying to send those messages like within the premise of the film. I want to teach you something, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But obviously, you have to be careful not to preach too much. But I think he was brilliant in giving certain characters the voice, which, like in Larry Fishburne, like he did in Boys in the Hood, and he did in this one.
Yeah.
You're the voice of teaching. Like, cause some of the things that he says in both films, you literally can take into real life and use.
Yeah.
Like the scene in Boys in the Hood when Larry Fishburne's character takes his son Trey, Cuba Gooding, and Ricky, and it takes him and Ricky to where he works, and then he takes them outside. He says, "Let's go for a drive," and then he takes them to the billboard, and he takes them to the place where they're building these houses, and he teaches them about gentrification. That scene is probably one of the most important scenes in any film in the 90s, because it taught a lot of black people something that they didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
And you're saying that's what John does,
and that's what John does, because he did the same thing in this film, except he did it more through Ice Cube's character than Larry Fishburne's. When the first time you see Ice Cube, what's he talking about? He's talking about the banking system in America, which most people don't know about. Do you know what I mean? And then he's breaking down. There's this part which is probably for me the most important dialogue in the film. Period. When Ice Cube is switching on the rest of the guys after they've had a fight with all the white boys. That's a powerful scene. Scene is powerful. That's a powerful scene. Like after that scene fight touches me, and I'm like, raw.
If you don't remember the film, or if you ain't seen it, during the course of the film, Omar Epps' character gets in with Ice Cube, which is basically the man them of the campus. Yeah. But there's also Aryan Brotherhood type guys, led by not led by Michael Rappaport is one of Remy. He's like the freshman that joins them
from Idaho.
And basically it comes to a point where there's so much racial tension, they get to a fist fight, a physical fight. And the scenes after, because remember he shows you both sides. He shows you the black man's was reaction where we're kind of braggadocio, think we smashed it, but we kind of haven't. And it kind of showed how the Aryans kind of won in that encounter, if you kind of get what I'm saying. So I mean, for me, bruv, it's a powerful movie that in many ways gets better with time. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? And that is the true definition of a classic, because I'm not going to lie, when I rewatched it, I didn't appreciate the racial, what's the word?
Epithet.
Seriously, I just didn't take into account. And it's like, he really was spot on with a lot of the stuff he was saying.
Back then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, back then. So it's like, I have to give him ratings for this. I have to give him ratings for this. You get me? I'm not gonna lie, John. This could be one of your best films, if not your best film.
I think so. It's that piece of dialogue when he's talking to the guys and they're all going on like they smashed it, and then Busta Rhymes is like, it's about this black fist, thinking that you smacked it because you punched up a couple of white boys. But then it's like Ice Cube's character brings them back to reality. He's like, what do you think you did? You didn't actually achieve nothing. So you don't realize, like, this is their turf. We're in their land. Like, they own this place. You're behind enemy lines, dog. Scene, that speech there is deep, bro. It's got to, if you're intelligent or awake enough to understand what he's saying there. He's trying to wake you up to look at the bigger picture.
Definitely.
Because these guys are looking at this one little fight they had, and they punched up a couple of white boys. It's like,
it don't mean nothing.
And what did he say at the end of it? That's not what we just did is not going to make up for, was it 437 years of slavery? And he's so right.
It's real.
It's like we can go out and punch up 5 of them, 10 of them, 100 of them. It's not going to matter. They killed 100 million of us.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't even know those numbers. The numbers supersede the death of the amount of people that died in the Holocaust. And a lot of people don't know that. Do you get what I'm saying? So you got to think that stuff that happened, and I'm not excusing the Jewish motherfuckers for getting killed. Obviously, they got killed, and it's never a good thing. But for what happened to them over 5 years is no comparison to what happened to our people for over 450 years. And it's so funny that when you say that, people say, "Oh, you can't say that." I can fucking say that because they've been trying systematically to murk us, and that's his point. His point is saying just because we punched up a couple of them, it's not going to change.
Don't mean nothing.
What they've done after all this time, we've got more work to do. Look at the bigger picture. And
it is the quote unquote higher learning. That's what
Yes!
this is trying to
And look
learn
how- and
on a higher level.
The most powerful thing this film did.
Sick.
The most powerful thing this film ever did. Because even now it resonates with me now as a grown black man. Is right at the end of the film. What's the last thing you see? The letters that hit the screen when it says unlearn.
Oh yeah.
I never got it back then. I never knew what that meant when I first watched it.
That was sick.
I didn't. What do you mean unlearn? What does that mean?
Yeah.
I didn't get it till I got older.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
It's powerful, bro.
It was, bruv, I've got to say, it's possibly his best film. The more we're going into it, the more I'm thinking.
What's his? We looked at his list.
We ain't gonna go draw for his file again. But I mean,
Boys in the Hood, baby.
Yeah, them type of films there. This was different level shit, if you kind of go and say. It's very educational.
Yeah.
It was, and it was a good ensemble cast that man put across, because it was whites, blacks, Kirsty Swanson up in there.
She's so crisp.
Couple mans from Third Watch and them type of shows
Yes!
there.
And personally, one of my favourite white actors. I don't care what no one says. One of my favourite white actors, as in Cole Hauser. First off, don't ever touch me again. I don't care. As racist as he is, he played this role perfectly. So perfectly, you almost like him.
Don't ever touch me again.
Man just said, don't ever touch me again.
Yeah, straight.
I'll put you on the fucking ground. Listen, Remy.
He killed it. He was ominous.
And then even his speech, when he's like, when he's got the ice cubes. These fucking monkeys, these niggas, they be training for war. What do you think they be doing out on the streets in the ghettos? They're training for war. They're ready. Bro, this film is deep,
The script is deep, bro.
The script is deep, bro.
The script is deep. I'm not gonna lie.
And even when Remy died, spoiler, when Remy dies at the end of the film, we're killing himself, and then them guys...
that really frustrated me, the white security guards.
And
that scene,
my God.
How they treated Omar, and then how they treated Remy. That, when I was watching it again, that fucking pissed me off.
Probably made you angry, right?
Yeah, genuinely made me angry, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Actually,
and
made
see
me angry.
that is exactly what is still going on today, and it makes me laugh that people don't see it. How can you not see what is going on today? Because that scene, and not just that scene, because even the scene before that, the ideal scene that I know most black people have experienced in that film, which we've seen in real life, is that part where, after I think Remy shot something up, and he pulled the gun in Malik's face and then disappeared, and then all the 5-0 is there, and then you got all the black people on one side, all the white people on one side, and 5-0 are coming to the black people and they say, yeah, could you disperse? And the Ice Cube's like, well, get the fuck out of here. Like, I see them white people standing over there just like us. You ain't talking to them. Why are you coming over here? Man, fuck you. That scene is so deep because it's so real.
It's powerful,
like,
bro.
bruv, I don't know how Singleton wrote this, but it's almost like, did he pick certain instances in life and say, okay, I'm going to put it into one? Because it fits.
That's what it feels like. No, bruv, you're right.
The scene when they pull out the white boy for raping the white girl and then dissing the black girl and punching him up. And that scene is hilarious, by the way.
That was hilarious.
It's a beautiful black. Say it right. That part's funny. Like,
beautiful bitch black. No.
Get it right. But then when the police come, break out some IDs, and then Buster Wild's out and says, "Man, you know we go to school here too, you dickhead."
Buster does have the best while out before a fight, maybe ever.
Let's be honest.
That's why he was brought. I think 100%. On the audition, John said, if you were gonna start a fight, how would you while out before? And man went,
I just did his version of Wuha before the track came out.
It's in the trailer. If you ain't ever seen it, if you ain't watched it,
but
in a minute,
the best, though.
It's the best way to start a fight. I love the way that
scene is just
I like
the way it's shot. I like the way it's shot.
Slow motion. Yep. Almost showing the shots on each side.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, it's a racially charged educational film, bro. It really is. It really is. I'm not gonna lie. In terms of film. But do you think because it came straight on after Boys, it hasn't got the cultural resonance that it should have?
Do you know what's weird about that? Because during that period of filmmaking, it wasn't that weird or different to have that many black films preaching that black message.
Definitely.
It was normal back then.
Yeah,
Even
true.
Menace has it. Do you know what I'm
True,
saying?
yeah.
So back then it was normal.
Every
so
one
it
of
wasn't
them
that special.
basically did. Yeah.
But if it came out now, it would be more powerful because
Yeah,
more
yeah.
people are lost now than they
Yeah,
were back then.
exactly.
Bruv, back then, motherfuckers used to walk around with them Malcolm X medallions,
Yeah,
Malcolm X
yeah,
caps.
yeah.
You don't see people wearing that now.
No,
and when you do, there's a new resurgence and it's looked upon like, rah, those things are really pro-black. Back then, everyone was pro-black.
Yeah,
so it was
real.
almost like, this is what we're supposed to do.
real,
Because we
for
believe
real.
in our blackness and people was like becoming, they were starting to have knowledge of self and everyone was starting to know who they were and where we were coming from and what we were about. And we was almost like more of a unity back then.
Yeah.
But now, we're so lost.
We are,
So a
we
film
are.
like this is more relevant now than it was
That's
back
what
in
I'm saying.
95.
That's why people, honestly, that are listening right now, if you ain't watched Higher Learning or if you ain't watched it in time, go and watch this movie.
Watch it now and
Go
then
and
watch
watch
it
it.
as if the film came out last week.
Literally. Go
'Cause
and
it
watch
will
it as
feel
if
like
it
it.
came out in 2016 and you
Yeah.
will say, you know what, wow.
Yeah.
Because
It's
a lot
so
of the
relevant.
parallels, the only difference is the whole, you know, the whole Kirsty Swanson exploring being a lesbian with a guy. That was a big thing back then.
Yeah,
like the whole,
yeah.
she's
That
kissed a
wouldn't
woman
be a
on
big-
screen. That
yeah.
don't mean, you see that
Yeah,
on
that's
Match.com adverts now
Yeah,
during
that's
breaks. That
standard.
don't mean nothing. But
Hilarious.
that's the only thing I don't translate to now times. But
Yeah.
all the other messages, I'm telling you, it's an interesting watch, bro. It's an education. It's higher learning. I
Yeah,
keep
it's
going back
higher
to
le-
it.
it is. It's
It's
actually
higher
higher
learning,
learning.
bro. To get
It's
me,
higher
I'm not gonna
learning.
lie. Ice Cube showed he could act in this film.
Yeah.
Because this was a totally different film.
Complete
This is the same
different
year as
character.
Friday, right?
Yeah.
You kind of go and say,
Look what he's done in terms of transition.
Craig and this could not be different.
Yeah.
More different. But I think this showed Ice Cube's chops. This really showed Ice Cube's
I
chops.
love him in this.
That's
I
what I'm
really
saying.
do.
And
I
you got to
really
look
do.
at how many actors came from this that went on to do stuff. As I said, Michael Rappaport, Carl Hauser,
Brilliant actor. Yes.
Omar Epps.
Another brilliant actor. Yes. One of my
Tyra
favorites.
Banks does get murked, but even then, she's not bad in the role.
No, she was alright.
She's done well what she had
I
to
liked
do.
what she did. I liked her character.
That's what I'm saying.
Her forehead was massive though.
Literally, that's the biggest Tyra's forehead has
She
ever
got a
looked.
forehead just like Tyra.
That's the biggest ever looked. If you want to
Yeah.
see Tyra's forehead at its peak,
Yeah.
look at Higher Learning.
Yeah, her
It's
forehead was
rumored
massive.
he had to film in IMAX
just to fit her forehead.
just to get her forehead in. But it's like,
Hilarious.
no, seriously, it's an educational watch, bro. It's an educational watch.
Yeah.
To get what I'm saying.
I really like this film.
How many picks would you give this, man? It's a classic. We've talked
it
about
is
quite
a classic. Yeah, 9.5 out of 10.
Wow.
9 out of 10.
Wow.
At the very least 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What stopped you from going 9.5? Is that too much?
It's because I think because I give all of them 10. Innit? So I'm just trying to be. Let me say 9.5.
Okay.
But-
Okay.
I do watch it and I do like it and I do watch it but okay, maybe I'm dropping a half because I find it hard to watch. I find all racial films hard to watch
Yeah.
because when I see too much racial shit against my people, it really hurts my soul.
Yeah.
Like it really affects
And
me.
this goes in. This
Yeah.
goes in. This will make
Yeah.
you quite upset
Yeah.
if you're into that whole like. If you don't like seeing your peoples getting oppressed on TV, not like this is some slavery movie,
And you know
but
the
it's
craziest
racially
thing?
charged.
It's actually not the scenes with the Aryan guys that bother me. It's not. It's the scenes with the cops.
It's the cops, the security.
Those
I'm
are the
telling
scenes that
bruv,
bother me the
I hated
most.
them
Yeah.
dudes in this, bruv.
I hate his face, fam.
The one with the curly hair, the blood one.
Yeah, I hate his face. I want to punch my screen sometimes.
Seriously. All right, so you're giving it 9.5.
Yeah.
Or 9, sorry. I'm going to go...
Let me go 9.5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to go 9 because once again, the true showing of a classic is how it stands up over the test of time, and the messages that are being preached then that need to be preached now,
Yes.
nowadays, shows you that it was a film ahead of its time, and that in itself guarantees it a classic.
Yes,
So I'm going to
I
give it
agree.
the classic rating of 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Okay.
And it's definitely if you've never watched this film, that is a brilliant film to watch. Seriously.
Yeah.
As Kwame said, act like this came out in 2016. Watch it as if it came out last week and you'll be like, fucking hell,
Yeah,
bro.
this film's quite deep.
This touched
still.
on some shit, bro.
Do you realise no one releases films like this no more?
No, they don't.
Back
They
then
don't.
it was normal. Back
But it's
if
one
you
of a-
release it now,
one of-
it'll probably get banned or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So,
yeah.
this racially charged
too
film.
much, it's too much.
We need it more
We
now
need
than
more
we did
films
back
like
then.
this. We need more films like this. For real.
I'm in the middle of writing a film. Right
Yeah?
now. Yeah. It's coming along quite nicely.
Well, do your thing, bro.
Yeah,
You see what
but
I'm
it's
saying?
it's not as racially charged as this. It's got it's more of a story of redemption.
Okay.
Hood movie. It's a hood movie.
Yeah, some of the best, bro. Some of
Yeah,
the best.
yeah.
Some of the best. All right, man. So, can we just tell people where? I mean, we're at the end.
Yes, we are.
Can we tell people where they can holler at us and stuff?
Okay, yes. Make sure you holler at us on the Instagram and Twitter at urban_iPlayer. And obviously, don't forget the 2 Urban Guys Twitter, which is at 2 Urban Guys, which is the number 2 Urban Guys. And make sure you check out our other podcasts. Which is the Triple B Show, and he said, she said, and 2 Urban Guys in the studio. Make sure you check them out. Also, make sure you can subscribe and follow us on SoundCloud and iTunes. We need more comments. We need more everything.
Just shout us,
yeah,
man.
just
shout
anything.
We'll
just give us some more stuff. Let us know, and we will reply. And
get involved in the conversation
soon as everything. I don't even know when, but hopefully soon, everything will be up on YouTube.
Yeah.
There you go. YouTube.
Okay,
Like, you'll be able to watch or listen on YouTube.
Okay.
So
watch this space. Watch Instagram Urban iPlayer for all the updates and stuff. Remember to check out urbaniplayer.com as well.
Yes, please. Everything's also up on urbaniplayer.com. So you've got all the choices of iTunes, SoundCloud, urbaniplayer.com. There you go. Everything's there.
So many ways.
No excuse.
All right, bro.
So that's it from Kwame. That's it from Enigma. 2 Urban Guys.
Out.
Black
Peace.
Star Power. Peace.
You are locked into Urban iPlay Radio, the world's first urban podcast network.